Hi, welcome to Mark's Basement Arcade. Today we're going to go over Vagabond. The reason why we're going to go over Vagabond like this, and then we'll do a quick gameplay, is that this will be going to MGC and then going back home to its owner. So it's going to be easier for me to go over this machine right here where it's quiet and go through everything I did versus MGC, opening it up and going through it. Another reason why is this playfield screws down to the cabinet. So I would have to screw the playfield down to ship it to MGC. And then when I get to MGC, I have to unscrew it and then open it back up. It makes it a little bit harder with confined space and dealing with people. So it just makes it a little bit easier for me just to go through the machine like this. Alright. I'm going to turn this light off first. We will go through the playfield first. Alright. As you can see, we have completely rebuilt the flippers. There's new links, plungers, coil stops, sleeves. Everything's been gone through. It's got new flipper rubber on it and new springs. These things work beautiful. Also, every one of these leaf switches that are completely all the way down underneath the playfield have also been gone through, readjusted, cleaned, and they're working perfectly. As you recall, this would be fun to do because I had this level. I will zoom in on the stepper. This stepper here gave me lots and lots of problems. It was froze solid, it didn't move, it was just a big pain in the butt. I had to heat that thing up, get it free, and now it is working perfectly. You can see it move here, and we'll do a reset. Perfect. And that's all perfectly gone through now. Went through the stand-up target, pop bumpers. This thing's been fully LED'd. You can see some of the LEDs right here. I also went through and reflowed and soldered all of the light sockets. Every single light socket on this game was loose and ready to fall apart. Well, not exactly fall apart, but give intermittent lighting, where we'd have problems with it where they would either gonna flicker or just do goofy things. So I went through every light socket and soldered them together so they were just a solid, nice, clean working part. Alright, here's the playfield. Well, not the playfield actually. The inner cabinet, the motorboard. This I completely went through, tightened up all the Jones plugs, cleaned all the Jones plugs, went through all the contacts, cleaned all the leaves. Same with the score motor, oiled the score motor. It's got a wicking system in it. It was dry, so it got re-oiled. The motorboard we actually had out of the machine, and I took it out, cleaned the whole machine out, vacuumed it out, got it all nice and pretty and working. Right over here, it's kind of hard to see, is the fuse block. Went through the fuse block, put all the correct fuses in. I believe this actually had all correct fuses in, which was surprising because it always surprises me when I go on an old machine and it's got correct fuses in. But I believe this one had all the correct fuses in. As you can see here, we got new flipper switches. The old ones were bad. They were ready to go. This blue button that you can see right here, that is the free play mod. Since it's going to MGC, it needed a free play mod. What I did was the coin switch that's on the coin mech, I tied a wire into that and just used an old leaf switch I had. So when you push the button in, it makes the machine think you dropped a diamond. So there was a hole there in the cabinet, so it was like perfect for doing that. Otherwise, I do not know how I would have rigged up a switch to make free play on this game. Let's go through with the trough. The trough I took completely apart, cleaned everything inside of it, polished what needed to be polished so this ball rolls beautifully. All the switches have been readjusted on it and it works perfectly. This whole mech here, the ball elevator, that was a little gunky, had some bent parts on it, but we got that clean and working beautifully again. Also the plunger, took that completely apart, got that all clean and working and beautiful again. So that's kind of it with that part. Let's unwind my cord and let's get to this whole bank right here. We have gone through that, cleaned all the switches in it, readjusted everything, put a new coil sleeve in this coil, and you can notice these bushings right here. They were all rotted out on this mech, just really bad beyond rot. So they got all new bushings in them now. As you can see here is one of the pop bumpers that's been fully rebuilt. Just along with the kickers that are up here, those have been fully gone through. And you can see a good shot of the flippers. Like I said, these are all nicely rebuilt, new EOS switches. So yeah, the old links were bad. So, and like I said, new coil stops. Every single coil that's on this machine has a brand new coil sleeve in it too. They all been cleaned, took apart. Some of them were degreased because they had grease on them. So basically everything on this machine, it is clean and it's working properly. Alright. I will bring the playfield down. What are we binding on? Nothing? Yeah. Right there. Alright, playfield. You can't see the playfield. That'd help. Playfield. We went through the playfield, completely stripped it all down, polished it, and waxed it. As you can see, it's got new rubbers on it, pop bumper ring, pop bumper body. One of them's got a new pop bumper ring, the metal piece. If I can get one of these down right here. One of these has a new ring on it. One was broke. I couldn't save it. They just break and they're garbage. But each one of these has new pop bumper bodies and the skirt. So 2 red skirts, 2 yellow skirts, and 1 green skirt. Like I said, all new rubber. Went through that. I did my best to fix this ball arch groove up here. It was pretty bad in some spots that could have manipulated the way the ball rolled. Let me see if I got a ball here. We would get a hang up on some spots. As you can see, it's not riding. It was on some spots, so I filled it in as best as I could and fix it. It's still a visible mark on there. I can't do nothing about that because the varnish that was used on here, which is the clear, was different than what I use, and I can't match all that stuff. It's just a process that you need a real super awesome paint matcher expert to fix it. I did fix as much as the wear that I could on the play field with putting the clear on it like I did up here, so that should pretty much stop that. All the metal's been cleaned and polished, all the screws. I went through the rock tumbler and cleaned up as good as they can get cleaned. Flippers are all nice and super shiny now. They're flippering. They're doing a great job at what they do. Like I said, there's a screw here, and screw here. Same along the side that holds this play field down. It's not like a regular play field on a different machine where, you know, you just got it and it hooks. This I have to bend a little bit. There. That's perfect. But yeah, and if you have problems, call Daniel. That's the thing. This is 5 balls. It does work perfectly with 5 balls now. So let's get to the back box. Now we'll get the light on. There we go. Let's get this back and we will put you back up. There we go. We did have problems with one of the score reels. I had to buy extra parts for one, which was not easy to find. These score reels are ancient. A very specialized person would keep any of this in stock, and I got lucky. He had one score reel with the parts I needed. So I got super lucky on that. One of these coils, I can't remember which one, was the plunger was stuck in it or something like that. I can't remember. But however, both of the chimes are working perfect. Went through this stepper. She's working beautiful again. Again with the Jones plugs. Took them apart, cleaned them, put them back together, tightened up all the contacts. There's a couple relays that are in here, the 3. Went through those, cleaned them up. This has all been taken apart. All these 4 score reels have been taken apart. This is the one reel I had issues with it, where it had a direct short. It probably happened either when I was rebuilding it or shipping. It just, you know, these machines get bumped around and one of the leaf switches went down too close and was making a direct short, and it was just sending the machine into a full reset where it would get to a point and then it would just kept trying to reset. These older games, they have to go A, B, C, and D, and E, or F, or whatever. They have to go in those steps to reset. And if they don't, they just get stuck on one step. Well, this one was stuck on one step, and it couldn't figure itself out, so it just stayed stuck on that one step. So yeah, everything's been gone through here. It's all nice and clean again. I don't know if we can get this down enough. I will try to get in there. But yeah, you can see it's got all LEDs in it. These are clear covered LEDs. I feel they enhance the score reels better the way they light up. So, and the other ones are frosted. Alright. Let's get you back around to the front. And we will turn this light off. Now since this is an older machine, it does things differently than newer machines do. By the way it likes to reset things. I talked to a couple other people that do these old games, and they're like, yeah, it's normal on how they do them, because one, it's a tracked, somebody left the game doing something different, and then it kind of like leaves you get a free ball. I'm gonna put the cover on the back because otherwise we're gonna be a little noisy. So to turn this game on, we just hit the credit button. And there we go. As you can see, she started up real nice and smooth, nice and quiet. What is odd about this game is like the drop target doesn't reset unless you get it into a scoop. Went through the whole schematic, and yeah, that's the way it does its thing. But in a good thing, it does leave a game open for the next person to do odd things. I don't have it leveled, so it's not going to do everything it needs to do. So it might roll odd. But she is a nice, quiet, smooth running machine. This thing runs like a fine-tuned Ferrari. Now, see that raised our drop target? I just got it. Okay, we're on ball 3. Ball 2. You gotta love how these older games did their things. And how they advanced over the years. One ball. As you can see, that raised the drop target. Now we're on game over. So now, the good thing is, now I walk away. Now the next person that comes to play this game, you're like, wow, my what do you call it? The advance is right up to the top almost. So I can do a little bit and hopefully score a extra ball out of this game. So I'm gonna try that. Because these older games didn't reset everything. There we go. It just lit the extra ball. It lit the extra ball. I don't know if you can see that too good. Yeah, there we go. Extra ball when lit or 100 points. So we got that up. So that's the draw. Now, if I kill this game and I never get that, that's going to be available for the very next person. go, we got it. See, we're on 6 balls. Now we're gonna go down to 5. And you heard the knock. There we go, we finally got one of those. Now each one of the lit ones will be 10 points. And now those will reset. That's like funny, it will reset things, but it doesn't reset other things. It's the way they did things back in the day. To get you in. Now those bonus ladders, those do reset. That will reset at the end of the game. Now I can get a free ball again. Man, this thing is beautiful. You didn't get a chance to use the flippers. I did get a free ball because scoring 3,000 points gets an extra ball, and that's what I got extra ball on. I gotta get that A up on the top left yet. Get it? There we go. Got to catch the ball too. Get A, B, and C as one ball. Now I got all the pop bumpers lit. Now I got to reset. Get all pop bumpers lit, so now I was getting good points. There we go, got our free ball. Now you gotta get back in there to get that target back up. So it's got some good skill and challenge for the game, for being that it's older. got extra ball in those targets. There we go. See how that changed them? It actually turned these off and lit those up, so I got extra ball, which was pretty cool. A lot of people argue that these old EMs don't have any skill or challenge to them. I disagree. Look, I got extra balls, and look where I'm at. I'm at 4,600 points. So yes, these do have skills. This is one of the better of the old EMs I have played. Due to how the progressive ladder is on it and everything, I think it's a great game. Just can't get it up there. And one thing you'll notice, both reds and both yellows pop bumpers will fire at the same time. If I hit one yellow, they both fire. And with the red, that was another thing old EMs did too. They ran off a relay, controlling both. Some controlled all of them. There we go. There we go, gotta get your extra ball. See, like you do get some good skill out of these games. It says Dave has the high score of, looks like it says 64.83. And Dave, I'm going to try to beat your score. I got a little over 1,000 to go. And I'm not. There we go. Game over. Now, you can see we're on 300 here. I restart the game. Those will reset. The A, B, and C and D also reset with the start of a game. Your bonus ladder will not. Game over. It's still, we'll leave it there. That was the allure of these games, that let's leave a little bit on the table so when the next guy comes by and comes to play it, there's something there for him. Not in points or whatever, but we can get that ladder up quick to get the extra ball lit. So, another cool thing about these games, to turn them off, you kick it underneath on this side. There. It's called a kickoff switch. These older games have it. So, what I'm going to do now is just go through it, make sure there's no more dust or anything I missed to vacuum. And put the glass on, get the glass cleaned up, and put her off to the side, and I think that's going to be it for this game. So yeah, I hope you did enjoy this Vagabond. It was a fun game to rebuild. It also was, it mentally numbed me rebuilding it, because we had that short in a ball reset circuit that drove me nuts, and I tore apart this machine like 3 times to find one short. However, we did get the short fixed, and this game is